Urgent Birds fans, look what just happened. No one saw this coming, right? But before we get into it, if you're a true Eagles fan, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Every day we bring you hot info straight from the most reliable sources. Every single day, fresh updates from the best sources. Let's get straight to the news. The Eagles might steal Kayvon Thibodeaux from the Giants amid a possible confusing trade. Here's what's going on. Could this be another masterstroke by the Eagles over the Giants? In recent years, the Philadelphia Eagles haven't just dominated their division rivals, the New York Giants, on the field. They've done it behind the scenes too. And now, the Birds might be ready to pull off another move that could shake up the NFC East. This time, the target is Kayvon Thibodeaux, the explosive edge rusher who was the 5th overall pick in the 2022 draft. Despite a promising second season with 11 sacks, Thibodeaux struggled with injuries and inconsistencies in 2024. Now, with a contract restructure on the horizon, his name is starting to circulate behind the scenes in the NFL as a possible trade piece. And the reason? The Giants are eyeing Abdul Carter from Penn State, considered one of the top defensive talents in this year's draft. If New York actually selects Carter with the 3rd overall pick, it's likely that Thibodeaux could lose his spot, or even be involved in a trade to clear cap space and room on the roster. And who already has their radar on this? The Eagles, of course. Philadelphia has a recent history of thriving with former Giants players. Just to recap, in 2022, James Bradberry became an All-Pro after leaving the Giants and joining the Eagles. In 2024, Saquon Barkley had an MVP-caliber season. And now in 2025, they've already brought in Azeez Ojulari, another former Giant, to strengthen the defensive rotation. Could Thibodeaux be next? According to NFL analyst Mike Fisher, the idea of trading Thibodeaux makes no sense for the Giants. Because the Giants are confused, that's why. And it makes sense. The Eagles' defense has gone through recent changes, and GM Howie Roseman never hides his philosophy. The defensive line is the heart of the team. Adding a young, explosive player with room to grow like Thibodeaux would be a classic Philadelphia move, especially if the price is right. Plus, with Milton Williams leaving, and the team putting more and more focus on defensive pressure, a player like Thibodeaux would bring immediate depth, direct impact, and why not? That extra spark of rivalry. Just imagine the storyline. Thibodeaux facing his former team twice a season wearing Eagles green and making game-winning plays for Philly. That wouldn't just be a strategic move, it'd be a morale blow. And for fans, this kind of move isn't just exciting, it's a sign of a franchise that's thinking big. Not just aiming to compete, but to dominate. So if you're an Eagles fan, stay tuned. If this trade actually happens, mark my words. The 2025 season is about to get even more intense. And if the Giants really let Thibodeaux go, well, we already know how that story tends to end. Drop a comment. Would you like to see Thibodeaux in midnight green? Think it would be a smart move? And of course, if you like the analysis, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every day we've got Hot Birds content right here. Fly, Eagles, fly. Attention Birds fans, something surprising just happened. No one saw this coming, but before anything else, if you're a true Eagles fan, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. We bring you the hottest news about the Birds every day, straight from the most reliable sources. Let's get to the news. Stunning trade proposal. Sends Panthers' best WR to the Eagles. The Carolina Panthers are at the center of speculation involving a potential trade with the Philadelphia Eagles to add a veteran wide receiver. While Carolina needs to bolster its offense, trading Adam Thielen is still being considered as an option, mainly because of his age and the Panthers' future. At 34 years old, Thielen may not be the ideal piece for the Panthers in the long run, especially if the team continues its rebuilding process. Depending on how the team performs in the NFL draft next week, a trade could become a logical choice for the Panthers, who need young talent and roster flexibility. According to Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report, Thielen is a potential trade candidate. He believes the Philadelphia Eagles could be the perfect destination for the veteran. Although Philadelphia attempted to acquire Jahan Dotson last offseason, they are still looking for a reliable third wide receiver behind A.J. Brown. And Devonta Smith, Knox said. The Eagles' new aerial coordinator, Parks Frazier, also coached Thielen in Carolina during the 2023 season, he added. Thielen had a season plagued by injuries in 2024, but still posted solid numbers. 48 receptions, 615 yards, and 5 touchdowns in 10 games. Despite his performance decline in recent years, he remains a valuable player and could be a great addition to a competitive team like the Eagles. The fact that Thielen has been selected to the Pro Bowl twice and has surpassed the 1,000-yard mark in recent seasons shows that he still has a lot to offer. However, the big question is, would the Panthers really want to trade Thielen and take away such a reliable weapon from Bryce Young? Young is about to begin his crucial third season in the NFL, a key moment for his development. Therefore, having as many talented players around him as possible would be essential for his growth. The Panthers might consider trading Thielen later on, should they fall out of the playoff race. But for now, it may be too soon to part with such an important piece of their roster. So why would the Panthers even consider trading their WR1 in the first place? Knox suggests that if the Panthers manage to bring in someone like Texas WR Matthew Golden or Arizona's Tet McMillan, and Xavier Legette takes on a more prominent role, Thielen's role could diminish. And at 35, he might prefer playing for a contender. Where to start? Betting that Legette will make a big leap is a risky bet. Legette has plenty of athletic ability, but struggles with catching and needs to completely overhaul his game plan. Plus, it looks like the Panthers will opt for a first-round pick instead of a top wide receiver like Golden or McMillan. Moreover, this all overlooks the fact that Thielen genuinely wants to play for the Panthers. When he decided not to retire, Thielen mentioned the chance to build something special in Carolina, while Bryce Young took the next step in his game. Few players truly want to be in Carolina these days, and the Panthers can't afford to trade any of them, especially when one of them is by far their most capable pass-catching weapon.